Today I am going to tell you about how to create Zookeeper Docker image using a Dockerfile. First, we will create a directory where you can put your Dockerfile and other resources. I will create that directory inside my desktop. Currently I am inside the home directory. Let's go to desktop and create a directory called Docker. I will go inside that Docker directory. Inside that Docker directory, create a subdirectory called Zookeeper. And go inside that Zookeeper directory as well. Inside that Zookeeper directory, create another directory called data. That is the directory we supposed to have some Zookeeper related data such as process ID and Zookeeper snapshots. We are using here Zookeeper version 3.4.9, and by using the curl command we can download that Zookeeper version. I have stored that curl command here. So from this URL we can download the Zookeeper 3.4.9 version and store it with this name. Once it downloaded, we need to extract the downloaded Zookeeper tarball. It's way depending on your internet speed. It may take some time to download. Okay, now that Zookeeper tarball has been downloaded, we will extract that. And next, we don't need that tarball zip file. We can remove it. Next thing you have to do is modify the Zookeeper configuration file. To do that, you have to go inside the Zookeeper directory. The configuration file resides inside the conf directory. As a practice, we copy the given sample file and edit it. the new file that we are going to create, we will name it as zoo.cfg. So this is the default configuration file. In this tutorial, we are going to run only one Zookeeper node. So the minimum change that we expect to do is update the data directory path. As if you can remember, I mentioned you that we have created a directory called data, and we are using that to store Zookeeper related data such as process ID and snapshots. So we have to mention that directory here. So you may wonder why this opt directory mentioned in the absolute path, because once this configuration files, we are trying to move it to the image that we are going to create, and in there this will be the absolute path. And another thing that you need to identify is the client port which is Zookeeper is going to run. We will close right and quit the Vim editor. Okay, now we are equipped with resources that we need. Now we will start to write the Dockerfile. To do that, we will move to the Zookeeper, move inside the Dockerfile, Docker directory. The Dockerfile, we will name it as Dockerfile. You can use the capital D or simple D. The very first line describes the base image that we use to create our custom image. We are using CentOS 7 image to create our custom image. The next line is an optional line where you can include the custom image maintenance details. As for the next line, we will include the yum update command. So once this Docker file is executing, it will first download the CentOS image, and then it will run this command to update its package. if you can remember, you normally run above command without -5 option, but here we need to run that command without user interaction. That's why we need this -5. Next, I would like to have following packages installed inside my custom image. Vim is for my basic editor. I'm a little bit familiar with Vim. If you have another editor that you would like to install, you can use that. NC is a network utility command. Actually, this command we may not use for this tutorial, but I'm going to use this custom image for one of our future tutorials, and so I will include the nc command as well. lsof is the Linux command that we can get the listening ports. Next, the main thing, which is Java. We will install Java version 1, version 11, OpenJDK, development. Those are the packages that I need to have inside my custom image. So once the Java is installed, I need to set the Java home inside my custom image. In order to do that, I can use again the run command. I have stored that as well, the whole command. Here, what it does is it edits the bashrc file with the Java path. This Java path I have pre-identified by installing this. So that's how I included that with this exact line. Next command is executing this bashrc file. Now what we are going to do is copy the directory that we have prepared earlier, which is Zookeeper directory, inside our custom image. So we need that Zookeeper directory to go inside root opt Zookeeper. As the final line for the Dockerfile script, I need user should redirect to that redirect inside that directory once he has created an interactive container. So which means work directory should be opt Zookeeper. That's all the content for my Dockerfile. Let's write and execute exit just to make sure I have execute permissions. I will add execute permission for the Dockerfile. Okay. Before we build our custom image, let's see whether we have already prepared images. Yes, I will remove those images first. Those images I have created for a different project. Docker images. Yeah, now you don't have any images. Now we can build our custom. Now we can create our custom image using the docker build command. This will be my custom image name. In order to identify future, I will use this based on CentOS, and what I'm going to install is Zookeeper, and this will be a base image with the version number of 1. The reason I ask you to write that Dockerfile with a simple or capital T, because once we execute this command, if we given those two names, it will by default identify the Dockerfile. So here you can see the steps are executing. Here our first step, it download the CentOS 7 image from the Docker Hub. Okay, this is the second step of ours. That's the author name. So this runs all the updates and the packages that I asked to install in the Docker file. Okay, good. As you can see, now it wants the it's tried to install the nc command. So you can see in the terminal step by step what which step is currently executing. It's Java installation, which takes some time. Okay, I think now image has been created. Let's see. Clear the screen. Docker images. Yes, this is the base image that we used from the Docker Hub. If you can remember, this is from the in the Dockerfile from line. It mentioned that we are using centos 7, and this is the custom image with all those packages installed and Java path set. Let us see whether there is any running containers. No. Now from that custom image we will create a container. Detached name, I will use it as Zoo1 to Zookeeper 1. Ports I would like to open 16, and the image name is this with the version number, and I would like to run a command by the time it's starting. Yum install bashrc. Actually these are not directly related to today's tutorial, but like I mentioned you guys earlier, based on this image I will be explaining another tutorial. That's why I'm using some additional parameters. Okay, now let's see whether there's any. Yes, from the custom image we have created a new container called Zoo1, where the container ID is this. Now let's go inside that container. Okay, if you can remember, I have declared a working directory, so that is opt Zookeeper. Yeah, as we expected, once we go inside the container, we will be redirected to the working directory that we have mentioned in the Dockerfile. Let's verify our Java path is set. Java home. Yes, it does a set. Let's go and start the Zookeeper then. Let's try to start Zookeeper. Let's go inside the Zookeeper directory. Server dataset start. Yep. Let's check the status. Yes, it's up and running. As you can see, it's since this is a single Zookeeper node, it runs as a standalone. And let's check whether we can check two things: whether lsof package installed and also Zookeeper client port is running. Yes. So that's all for today's tutorial. We'll be back with another exciting tutorial. See you.